Hello Culers, it's Pablo here and welcome back to Barca Universal and welcome to a Barcelona news roundup video, hopefully one that you guys find really valuable because right now at Barcelona there is a lot of news coming out of the club and there's constant updates basically, so who knows, in 24 hours a few of the things said in this video may be a little bit updated, but you know, it's in the title, it's going to be a roundup, hopefully you guys really enjoy it and essentially you gain a good understanding of what's going on right now at Barcelona. I think I've noted down all of the important parts, so without any further ado, let's get started. So let's go through things one by one. Of course, the first thing that happened right at the start of the week was the signing of Sergio Aguero. That was indeed announced and he will be signed there until 2023. And that was Joan Laporta's first signing back as club president. So Aguero is in, he'll be there up front next season. If Braithwaite's sold, you'll imagine he will be there with the number 9 shirt too. Just a day later, another Manchester City free agent, Eric Garcia, signed. That's going to be until 2026, of course, for the younger centre-back. He's now, of course, gone away on international duty with Spain, and we will wish him all the best in the European Championships this summer. But both Aguero and Eric Garcia are signed guys. That has been official at the start of the week, and they will be playing for Barcelona next season. And a day later, there was another signing, another announcement. This time it was Emerson, so slightly different, not really a signing. I did a video on Emerson, by the way, as I've done a video on Eric Garcia and Aguero. They are up on the channel, so please, guys, after this one, if you want to go and check them out, you know, a few more ins and outs, essentially, of the individuals, then go ahead on the channel and check those videos out. But Emerson also joined, guys. He's going to be coming from Betis, of course, who he's been at for the last 2 seasons. But Barcelona have always had that option to bring him back for €9 million. We've activated it, so it looks like Emerson will be at Barcelona next season. But like in the video that I did about Emerson, I did mention if Barcelona do get an offer that's big enough for Emerson, I would not be surprised to see him sold. But right now, guys, I think the plan is to keep Emerson, perhaps to sell Roberto. The transfer market is long, guys, and like I said, if Emerson gets a big offer, I don't think he's untouchable. Another really big piece of news that came out this weekend too in Barcelona, I'm sure you guys saw it, was the news that Ronald Koeman will be staying as club coach next season. I think we all got the feeling after the way the season ended that, well, that was going to be that for Ronald Koeman. I think, you know, you look at the Eibar game, that looked like it would have been his last. The games against Levante, Atletico, Granada, it all looked a bit too much for Ronald Koeman. It did look like, you know, surely he was gone. I think Laporte had that idea too. He was looking around the market to see if he could find some other options. Clearly, he doesn't feel as if there's anyone out there right now who could come in and do a better job than Koeman. I'm almost on that sort of, you know, side as well. I'm not sure if we could afford to pay off Koeman, bring in someone who's not so experienced as Koeman, and I'm just not sure, guys, if there's anyone out there right now who would do a better job than Koeman next season. So Laporte, I think, for quite a few reasons, has decided to keep Koeman. Look, it's not ideal, but it is the situation we're in right now. We don't have a lot of money, there aren't a lot of options, and I think Laporte is slowly starting to rebuild this team with what he's got. But Koeman next season, he's going to be the Barcelona coach. Some other very interesting news came in regards to Jordi Cruyff, of course, the son of Johan Cruyff. Jordi Cruyff will be joining Barcelona's sporting team from August onwards. Of course, there's been a lot of rumours about Cruyff joining the sporting team for quite some time now. We know that he was going to be Victor Font's sporting director. It does now look like he will be joining both Matteo Alemany and Ramon Planes in Laporta's sporting team, but that will be from August onwards once his job in China there is finished. So Cruyff back to Barcelona. We hope it's good news. If you want to see me do a video on Cruyff, by the way, in the future, then maybe let me know in the comments down below. That's something I may note down, actually, to get a video in, you know, who is Jordi Cruyff and what could he bring to Barcelona. That could be a good one. But what you guys need to know is that Cruyff, he'll be part of Barcelona's sporting team, so helping form the squad for next season, scouting players, distinguishing profiles, that sort of thing. He's going to be there. Moving further on, something we had to talk about in this video is Jorginho Wijnaldum. This has been a transfer that, well, all of a sudden looked like it was going to be going ahead. Wijnaldum looked set to sign for Barcelona, but out of nowhere, who's come in? Who else? PSG. PSG have come in here essentially trying to steal Wijnaldum off of Barcelona. The rumours or the news, essentially, it's concrete news, guys, is that PSG have offered Wijnaldum a mega contract, a much bigger wage and contract than Barcelona are willing to offer, or that we can offer Wijnaldum. The news is that we cannot compete with PSG's offer. So the next 24 to 48 hours are going to be absolutely key on this transfer, guys. I know not a lot of the fans have been too keen on Wijnaldum, but I get the feeling it would feel a little bit bitter that now we're this far, we're about to sign him. If PSG come and swoop him up because of money, it would feel a little bit bitter in my eyes. So look, let's see what happens with Wijnaldum. Nothing's decided yet. Let's hope he still picks Barcelona. Look, we could be getting Depay too. Koeman's going to be staying. I feel like Wijnaldum would perhaps prefer to go to Barcelona, but I'm sure that PSG are going to be in his ear with a big offer, and his agent also is surely, you know, going to be listening to that too. So look, let's see what happens with Wijnaldum. Nothing's concrete yet, but it did look like he was going to sign for Barcelona, and now it's a little more up in the air. On to Memphis Depay, someone who I briefly mentioned there. Depay does look like he's getting very close to Barcelona for me. This is maybe one of the most exciting pieces of news we can give you. Look, I'm a really big fan of Depay. I'm excited for his signing. I'm not entirely sure how well he'll do at Barcelona, but you cannot deny he's on top form right now. He's in really the peak of his career, and for free, guys, it's about as good as it gets in the market, in my opinion. Depay, I think most clubs in Europe would take him, and certainly we will want to try and avoid a Wijnaldum situation with this one. So hopefully Koeman staying will help bring Depay closer to the club. Maybe Depay's signing gets announced next week. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping it does happen. I honestly think that's a really, really good addition for Barcelona, as are a lot of the free transfers that we are picking up. But Depay, the news is, guys, that he's getting closer and closer to Barcelona, and the decision to keep Ronald Koeman for next season was absolutely key in helping convincing Depay to join. Some news on Messi, guys. It is very, very positive news too. It does look like Messi, essentially, is set to stay at Barcelona. We did a video earlier on, actually, a few weeks ago, saying that Messi decided to stay at Barcelona. I believe that is still the case. Messi is convinced to stay with Barcelona. He's convinced to listen to Laporte's offer. The offer, we believe, is going to be a 2-year extension with an option for 1 extra year, should Messi decide to take that. After his time at Barcelona, he would go to Inter Miami, I believe, with David Beckham, of course, there, and perhaps even playing with Luis Suarez. But on Messi, guys, it's looking really positive. I think, he isn't going to have as much money as he would have at PSG, but he trusts Laporte. He wants to stay in Barcelona. I think his family do too. And you got to say, looking a year ago, guys, it did not look that likely that Messi was going to be staying in Barcelona. But Laporte's return has been massive for this, and it now looks really, really positive on the Messi contract front. And that's great news for us fans. And just, guys, to round up the news roundup video, let's touch quickly on Laporte, and basically I want to say that there's probably more to come. I think you've already seen in this video, there's a lot of signings being made, there's a lot going on. You've got Koeman there, Cruyff, Messi's contract situation, a load of free transfers, Emerson coming back. There's a lot of news going on right now, almost, the same week that the season ended. So, look, it's crazy at Barcelona right now. That's why I made this news roundup video, but it is probably a sign of things to come. I think we've seen Laporte come into the club, not be happy with what he's seeing, and he wants to change things. I'm expecting more signings. I'm certainly expecting more sales. On the sales front, which is something you guys always ask me about, I would expect that to happen in a few weeks' time, maybe during the Euros, maybe after the Euros. Players like Junior Firpo, you've got Titi, of course, who the club want to get rid of, Miralem Pjanic. Let's wait and see what happens with Braithwaite and Trincao, of course. We're pretty stacked in the forward areas now. But I think slowly but surely Laporte is trying to improve this team. And immediately, guys, we saw, the first week that the season ended, he made signings. Bang, bang, bang. We're making things happen. People are coming into the club. Decisions are being made. And it is nice. It is really nice as a Barcelona fan to constantly see things happening, to have someone in charge of our club who actually cares, who is desperate to improve the team, who wants to win trophies. That's crucial. That's what's going to help Messi stay. And hopefully, guys, that's what's going to help us have a successful season in the coming campaigns. And just before we wrap this one up, if you do have any questions, guys, please, as always, leave them in the comments down below. If you've got any news, if you want to ask me about Gaia or another signing or what we should do with this player, as always, feel free. Leave them in the comments down below, guys. I try and get back to almost all of you down there. So if you want any news, updates, anything like that, I'll try and get back to you guys. If you've got any video ideas, I'm always open to see what you guys have to say on that. If you want to leave your thoughts on new signings, as always, the comment section is the place for you guys just, get involved in the community. And also, guys, if you want to be following Barca Universal on Twitter, that's where a lot of the news comes from, then of course feel free to follow our social media platforms. And if you want to get in contact with me, feel free to follow me on Twitter. That's Pablo WB official. All the links to that, I believe, are in the description down below as always. So any info on that sort of stuff, it's down there. That's where I'm going to leave this video though, guys. I hope I wrapped up all the news in it, and I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for some more videos on the channel. And goodbye.